Thank y'all for tuning back in. Subscribe to the channel. All right, I got 1,000 views, 2,000 views. I need y'all to build them likes up for me. Hit that comments, build them likes, hit the notification bell, share it with your friends. It's your boy Pelican Bay Kennels. I'm giving you that hot dog news. It's the last day of November. Let's get into it.
If I find my way home, yeah. Wouldn't it be crazy? Would you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Would you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Would you still amaze me? Wouldn't it be crazy? Would you still amaze me? If I find my way home, yeah.
Alright, to start the hog dog news off for the day, we're going to do it like this. We got a report of a pit bull biting, attacking somebody in the street. This is the pit bull right here. Alright, the thing is, this is a mastiff and a German shepherd. This is not a pit bull. But anybody who sees this walking through the streets to attack somebody or on somebody else's leash to attack somebody, this is a pit bull. Now this pit bull was picked up in a local fighting ring. This one is up for adoption at the dog pound, an animal shelter or whatever. You know, it's gonna be neutered or spayed. Thing about it, this is a bull terrier and a hound. This is not a pit bull. Now this dog right here was the baddest dog in the town. The thing about it, he was a bulldog and a boxer mix. Now seeing this dog run into a crowd of people and just start biting them and people just scattering up because the owner's chain popped while he was walking the dog. And from the reports of the 911 calls, it was a pit bull attacking people in the middle of the street. Now this is Cane Corso and Dojo, Argentina. Now this dog and this dog were both seized in a dog fighting ring. And from what I hear, you know, they were put down, euthanized at the dog pound or whatever. But the thing about it, these are lab and boxers, lab and boxer. The point is for me doing this is to let people see who are not real familiar with the breed. Cause see, a person with a keen eye like me or you, we gonna just look at the dog and automatically tell what kind of dog it is. But people who don't have that, you know, that sense of to tell what's what when it comes to the pit bull, they look at any dog that look like these dogs that I show you and call it a pit bull. And the people, the animal control people and the people who know about pit bulls, they know what pit bulls look like, but they don't say anything. They just let the pit bulls take the rap for everything. Pit bulls take the rap for everything when half the dogs ain't pit bulls. If any of these dogs up here, you know, none of these dogs that I showed were pit bulls, period. I had any pit bull in them. None of these dogs had any pit bull in them, and I made sure that before I looked them up. All of them was mixed with other dogs that could make a dog that looked like a pit bull when you see it. You know, a lot of people don't deal with the ADVA, but a lot of people do. And they said something that made a good point, you know, when it comes to the American Pitbull Terrier. Loss of purpose, loss of need equals loss of breed, which means, I'm gonna explain and break it down to you real quick. When you only allowing your dog to be one thing or subject, like I said before, put yourself into that one little category when it comes to the American Pit Bull Terrier, then you're losing the purpose of the breed. Allow the dog to do the many things that he's capable of doing. The Pit Bull is a working dog. It is a working dog, so it can do many different things. You know, loss of purpose equals the loss of need. If there's no purpose for the dog, we have no need for the dog, then eventually there will be no breed. That's what that means. And that's a good point because the pit bull is slowly losing its purpose. we all know what the purpose was for them way back. But anybody who deals with dogs and anybody who does good stuff out there with dogs know that the pit bull has a whole lot more capabilities than what is being broadcasted. You know, half of the people broadcasting that they need to ban them and get rid of them, and some people, you know, doing whatever they got to do with them. Other people got the positive stuff going on with them. You know, so we got to get the purpose for the pit bull back. You know what I'm saying? The purpose is not just one thing. There's a million purposes, the same many purposes you can have for another dog, you can have for the pit bull. You know, so it'll be a need for the pit bull. And when this is a need for the breed will be here to stay. All right, let's get into the second part of this. Becoming a good breeder. Knowing where to start from. You know what I'm saying? Because this is the deal. You can spend millions and millions of dollars, thousands and thousands of dollars. But the thing is, you got to start from somewhere. So the thing is, start from what you got, breed what you got, see where you at. That's what you got to do from the start. That's the whole start of the whole process. You can buy pedigree, but none of that is teaching you anything. You're just getting a dog with a good pedigree and it might be a good dog. None of that is teaching you anything. You got to breed what you got no matter what it is, as long as it's the legit stuff that you got. Breed it, see where it's at, you know, play with it, take it hunting or whatever you got to do with it. See where it's at, see what you need, see what you lacking. You might have the best stuff already and you want to go out and buy a crazy pedigree because it's a crazy pedigree, but you got the best stuff already, you know, literally. But you don't want that because you're not trying to see and take the time to see what you got. You want to go buy this and that because of what you heard of. See what you got, test it in the waters, see where you at with that. Then you can see what you need to add to that, or see if you need to just totally get rid of that, or see if you need, you know, don't add nothing to it. You might be messing your blood up by adding all this sophisticated and high dollar blood in your stuff, you know. So first thing is seeing where you at. Start from where you at. Now let me ask you something quick. What's your purpose in breeding? To have the best dog or to have the best pet? Because if you're trying to have the best pet, then go ahead and keep on spending your money. Go ahead and keep on spending your money, because at the end of the day, it's going to always be a pet that looks better than yours. No matter what I get my dog from, you know what I'm saying? I can go get me an all yellow dog, straight from Tant, straight off of yellow, top and bottom, straight from Chinaman, straight off of Chinaman, top and bottom. I come out here flashing the pedigree, this and that, blah, 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 showing the dog. Next thing you know, somebody got a pedigree that looks better than that. And then somebody got a pedigree that looks better than his. So is it about having the best pedigree or is it about having the best dog? You know? Now the next thing is temperament. Now this should be a given, but you will be surprised how many dog men and women breed aggressive, fearful, territorial, you know, frightened dogs when they're not supposed to. You should never, a pit bull should be super friendly to a human unless pushed in the corner. You know, even while doing his work, he should not lunge out at a human. Even while working, no matter what his work is. The pit bull is bred, you know, to be friendly to humans. Now, it depends on what kind of work you're doing with your pit bull when then you start wanting to breed certain things. But a fearful, a territorial, and aggressive dog should never be bred if you're not in that kind of work. As far as the aggressive, you need the aggressive dog. And the territorial and the fearful dog should never be bred. The next thing it is when it comes to becoming a good breeder, to keep in mind is registration. You know, when it comes to registration, a lot of dog owners don't use registration, period. And they don't care about papers. Then there comes a time when a lot of dog owners care about registration and care about papers. And that's what you got to keep in mind. You got to think about your future, what you got planned, what you want to have going on, and that's how you decide whether you want to deal with the papers or you're not worried about the papers. Starting from where you at will save you some money sometimes, because the thing is, what's going to happen when you breed, you got 2 generations of stuff you've been breeding, and you know, it's not as well known as some of these other more popular bloods, but then this thing that you breed out hunt the thing that or just barely gets out-hunted by a dog that you would have paid $35,000 for. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean your dog is sorry, super sorry dog or anything like that. It doesn't mean you need to add, you might need to add something. Or you might be did something yourself wrong when you was getting the confirmation and everything right, and you was getting them in shape and all that. You might be did something wrong, and you gotta learn from what you breeding in your stuff. But like I say, people breed scary dogs every day. People breed curs every day. People breed aggressive dogs every day. People breed territorial dogs every day. So, you gotta think about temperament and the temperament of the pit bull. Like, I always tell you can do all different kind of things with the pit bull, and that's right. You can do all kind of things, but right now we're not talking about protection work. We're talking about the actual pit bull breed itself, And if you want to keep the line going with the same genetics that they had from back in the days, like we don't want 20, 30 years from down the line that every pit bull that we have is aggressive towards humans. That means it's been bad breeding did throughout the years. Same way them guys had the pit bull where it's friendly to people and aggressive towards dogs throughout the hundreds of years. You got to keep breeding that way so the pit bull continues to be friendly to people and aggressive towards dogs. Because that's what it's bred to be, aggressive towards dogs. You're not supposed to go put them on a dog. That's illegal. But it's bred to be aggressive towards dogs. So we got to breed the right way in order to keep that going. Now that comes to the next subject of pedigree research. Always do the research on the bloodlines you're trying to run or whatever you're trying to run, the lines you're trying to move. Because knowing which pedigrees are click and knowing which bloodlines are click together or nick is something you won't learn in 1 week. Promise you that. Something you won't learn in 1 week. And I promise you, very few people know every single thing about the dog that they're getting. So when it comes to scatter breeding, outcrossing, line breeding, the COI of all that means different things. So be prepared to spend hours researching pegs, reading books, going online, going on the internet, checking this out about the blood, checking that out about the blood. Be certain that's what you want to roll with and run with when you get it, and be comfortable that's what you want to run with when you get it. Now the last two things are very important as well. Although they're very important. I could have put them as front. Raising the litter up the right way, making a healthy litter, and finding that litter a good home. Finding them puppies good homes is so important to being a good breeder. Because if the puppies don't get good homes, the breeder don't get acknowledgement at the end of the day. Puppies get good homes, the breeders get acknowledgements. Puppies don't get good homes, they don't get good results out in the world. So the breeder don't get acknowledgements. It don't matter how good your puppies are. They can be off the best dogs in the world, but if you're giving them to the wrong dog man, or the wrong people, or the wrong kind of people, you're just doing it for nothing, basically. Just breeding, and you just getting a couple dollars off of it, But as far as becoming a good breeder, known as becoming a good breeder, you're not getting that. And remember, do your research, start your breeding, work with what you got, see where you're at, then make your moves to get better, or to add some things to your program. If you don't know what you got, you don't know what to add. If I front you something and then you never go out there and sample it for not testing it, if you never go try to see what's what, then how you know what you got? You see what you got, and you see it might be some A1, some super A1. And you might be like, oh man, I could throw this on it, I could throw that on it. I don't need to throw anything on it. I don't need to throw anything on it. Oh man, this ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? This ain't nothing. I can't put nothing on it, let alone put anything on it. I gotta go get my money back. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to breeding, check out and see what you got. You know what I'm saying? See what you got and then roll with it from there. All right, we about to get up out of here, man. I need y'all to tally up on that like button. Click it. Subscribe, share it with your friends. Hit that notification bell. Let them know what it is. Pelican Bay Kennels giving you that hog dog news. And I'm out.